This is the Impulsive Thinker Podcast, a show for high-achieving ADHD entrepreneurs. Together, we will inform and educate you about how to improve your self-awareness while developing systems, routines, and habits for conquering the entrepreneurial world. Here is your host, Andre Brisson.
This week, I was able to get Chip Conley back on the podcast and talk about entrepreneurial transitions and how his model of the anatomy of a transition still applies to entrepreneurial transitions. It's all about getting out of our old comfort, ending old comfort to find a new beginning of something. And the three parts of the anatomy of a transition is the end. It has to start with the ending of something. A messy middle, where we're trying to sort things out and find that through line and finding a thread to start a new beginning. So become it, take flight, and then finding flow and begin a new stage in our life, a new stage in the company, a new stage of whatever the transition is. And what I like to say is, I think entrepreneurial transitions is all about transformations. We need to transform because we need to keep a bit of our past with us. It's not a reinvention, getting rid of the past. And we really discussed that this week about how we need that kernel of our past, which is actually what he referred to as a through line of the life, and it helps us on our future path. So if you can look back and see what that common through line is in your past, it'll help you find your flow and to get into a new beginning. So different examples of entrepreneurial transitions: selling your company, starting your company, starting another company, a business unit doing well or not, even growth, entrepreneurial growth. Your company all of a sudden is very successful, moving up. It's a new transition. Team challenges, team successes, bad customers, good customers. There's a lot of landing a massive customer. So we can also apply this anatomy of transition to positive transitions, okay? Because looking back, a lot of my transformational sides were all not, transitions don't necessarily have to be negative all the time. Transitions can be on a positive note. So when I went from 0 employees to 5 very quickly, that was a positive transition, but the end there was me having to the end of that was me having to rely on myself. So that was the shift, was once I hired people to come on, and I was kind of denied. I was ending up doing everything and trying to get over my ego to have my staff help me and support me, got me into the messy middle, and then start in the end becoming a leader in helping them deliver the projects and have them take ownership of the work. So that was a positive transition. Like even right now, where I really want to work more with people and disrupt their thinking of themselves, either in the engineering field, either with my clients in the engineer, or with other ADHD entrepreneurs, or other highly motivated growth mindset entrepreneurs, I have to shed my engineering past and pursue the new beginning of my purpose and clarity on where my abilities are best utilized. So it's very easy for me to go back and do calculations and deal with the day-to-day of the engineering company because that was comfortable. That is my normal, regular take-home pay where I can support my wife and my kids and pay for the house. But now to go and shed that past and not rely on that because it was comfortable and going into an unknown world of are people going to hire me and want to work with me, and pursue this through line so I can take flight to find the flow to helping people directly and have more fun at it. That's the transition. So I think I'm now more in the messy middle. I'm really trying to find my thread on how I can get in front of people and have them join me in where I can help them improve themselves and understand. And for me to help people disrupt their thinking of themselves is what I'm really, really at. But the one thing that Mr. Conley really stipulated is very important, I think, for a lot of us entrepreneurs, especially the ADHD entrepreneur that's had to go through life alone because no one will really support us, or that's the only way we got done. Either there's no one there to help us, or we are worked way too fast for most people, so we ended up doing it, is to stop being that rugged individualist, which is a strategic coach phrase, having to do everything ourselves. For you to come out on the good side of a transition, you need the support of others. And I never really believed that until the last couple of years. And the transition I'm working through right now, I got to tell you, I'm actually reaching out to colleagues and friends to talk about the current situations that I'm working through and the support and the challenges I'm getting from them. I wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for those conversations. I think it would slow it down, and it would have been a tougher transition period. But like Chip said, don't get through it, you grow from it. And with everyone else's support, they're helping me grow through it. And it's very important that you utilize your support structure, because it makes it easier with support. Just imagine if someone says, yeah, I understand what you're going through. What you're thinking is correct. I did that last night with a good friend of mine. I'm thinking of doing this. And I was very doubtful, and I want to make sure that I was thinking this through. And at the end, he's like, yeah, it sounds like you really thought through. I think this makes the right sense. While 6 months ago, what I was perceiving at that time, he was saying that didn't make sense. So me basing it on our conversation from 6 months ago, lots have changed, but I still reached out and had to talk, and it makes you feel better. And the one buddy who just kept pestering me continually, I didn't want to see what was the truth. And he really pushed on because he cared. And in the end, I seen what he's seeing, and it makes sense. And I was trying to hide it. I was in denial. So if you surround your people and you ask the right people to support you during these transitions, they're very helpful and beneficial, and you're not alone. And as a recovering rugged individualist ADHD entrepreneur, it's a very tough habit to get out of being self-reliant and then asking for people help to listen to you and to support you. And people are happy to do that. And it was a story I used to tell myself that no one gave a shit and no one would respond. But I'll tell you, everyone is responding and supporting me when I need it. And you know what? It's exactly what surprised me the most is they're doing exactly what I do. And that's because I start surrounding myself with the right people and getting rid of the wrong people. And that will help transitions a lot easier. So transitions or transformations, we need a bit of our past that's consistent to move over with the future. And I like the concept of we're not reinventing ourselves. You're not reinventing who you are or what you are. You're just transforming into something new, which means it's the end of a past comfort. You're going to be the chrysalis of a caterpillar turned into a butterfly. And then coming out of the transition is a new beginning. I think this is where I was getting stuck, is I am trying to be the expert when I'm getting out of this transition. But in the end, I'm just a beginner. I should just air out my wings, flap them around, see what happens, try to fly. If I fall, figure out why I didn't fly, change my technique, because I'm a beginner now. The next phase of me trying to help high-achieving, growth mindset, ADHD entrepreneurs, or any growth mindset driven, successful entrepreneurs is new for me. And I'm looking forward to that. And this conversation with Chip really validated and confirmed that whole concept of a butterfly, it's a new beginning. I read the book. I didn't get it until he explained it in clarity for me. So I'm not flapping my wings. So how about you? Are you flapping your wings? Or are you stuck in the messy middle? Or are you trying to deny the end is near and we got to start a transition? So let me know what you think. Send me an email at tacticalbts.com. I'd love to hear from you. Take care. The ADHD Transformation Program has launched and it's working. Clients are saying it's changed their lives and I am their ADHD hack. So go to tacticalbts.com/ATJP for more information. I want you to join and learn your own ADHD vocabulary and to learn that you're not stupid and we can make you work effectively.
Thank you for listening to the Impulsive Thinker podcast. If you have a question, comment, or suggestion for the show, please visit theimpulsivethinker.com. The Impulsive Thinker podcast is produced by Tactical Breakthroughs and hosted by Andre Brisson. Remember, ADHD is only a part of you, not all of you.